Hi loves, welcome back to my channel. This is Mama Loves Crafty Cuteness. Okay, you guys, so I have a design team share from my little crafty shop. You can find Lisa on all these social media platforms. Also, right here in the background, I have a discount code of Dina10 that you can get 10% off your total purchase in Lisa's store. Okay, so I'm going to show you briefly some of the items that I ended up using. Okay, so first of all, from Echo Park, okay, I used some large sheets, but I just don't have them accessible, so I went ahead and I'm showing you the smaller version. So with the Be Happy collection by Lori Whitlock, I ended up using this bee paper that has some little fluttering bees with some little daisies. And then on the background, it shows like honeycomb, okay? And then with Our Story Matters from Echo Park as well, I ended up using this really pretty floral page. And then on the back, it has this blue and white checkers, okay? And then I also used some of this trim from Michaels. It's just a little pom-pom trim with, it kind of looks like, reminds me of cotton candy. Cotton candy seems to come in some of these colors. So I thought this was really cute to go with the floral pattern. And then I ended up using some of this ribbon right here. I believe I got it at Hobby Lobby. If I'm wrong, most likely I got it at Joann's. Joann's or Hobby Lobby, but I want to say I think I really got it at Hobby Lobby. So I used that as well. Okay. And then from the Magical Mixery, which is Sarah's shop on Etsy, I just kind of went through here and I ended up pulling out some of these little bumblebees. I didn't do too many. I just did a few because I wasn't sure how it was gonna work with my project. So I just did a little bit. So I used some of those little bumblebees that you see there, and then some of those little honeycomb pieces. Okay. And then from my stash, I got some of these pieces from Cartwright. They're just little solid circles. I used some of those. And then from AliExpress, I had some of these little squares, and then I had some of these little circles with the little white and black lines. So I used that. And then for one of them, it was just a combination of some different flowers, but I mostly wanted to put some of these leaves inside there, and then I put some of these larger flowers. This was a mix that I ended up getting from Michaels. And then these were just some flowers that I had in my stash. I believe I got these flowers from AliExpress. Okay, so I used those. And then I had ordered from Temu some little lights that had little bumblebees on them, and I took all the little bumblebees off the lights. So I did use one of these little bumblebees, and then I used a couple other little small pieces that I completely forgot to bring, but I'll point those out too as well. Okay, and then I ended up using in my stash this happy birthday die right here, and then I ended up using this bow right here. And then I can't remember if this is from KS Craft, but I ended up using this little decorative piece that looks like, what would it be, like streamers, I guess you would say, streamers, okay? And the die that I used, she has a large box that is like a large gifting box, okay? So this is a large gifting box, and it comes with these other pieces. Now I want to point out just really quick. So I ended up using this piece right here for the inside of the box as a layering piece for my the plastic. I can't think of what the plastic's called right now. Not vellum. I can't remember. So I ended up using it for the plastic that goes on the inside to make the shaker. Okay. Then this piece right here cuts as a solid piece right here. This one cuts as a solid piece. So all I did was line it up right here so that I can make a window, okay? So I lined those up to make a window. And then, of course, these pieces are kind of self-explanatory. These are layering, oops, this is a layering piece for the side right here, okay? And then this piece goes right here. And then these pieces right here will go on the top. And then one goes on the bottom, okay? There's two tutorials. Lisa had made a tutorial for this box, and Poochie had made a tutorial for this box as well, and I will go ahead and put them down below in the description box for you with their tutorial, so you'll know how to put it together. Okay, so the first one I ended up doing was this little box right here, okay? And of course you can see that it's bee themed. And also, I forgot, Lisa has a set of flowers which I will share as well, but this is one of the flowers that she has in her shop, because the new release had a set of 3 flowers and this was one of the flowers, so I just went ahead and put that together with a little bit of a different pattern from that same paper pad. Here's the happy birthday that I cut out right here. I ended up using that bow, and in the center where the bow punches out, there's little hearts. So I added some hearts here, and I added some hearts here. Because I ended up doing a bee theme, and so I ended up just putting a cabochon right here with a little bail. And so I have a little Winnie the Pooh there, and then I decided to put a little bee charm on there as well. And this is just attached to one of those large paper clips, okay? Because right here, this ends up opening up like this, okay? So the tops of them open up, and then the bottoms are sealed, which they look like this, okay? And then here's that little bee that I showed you that I ended up taking off the lights. Here's the trim that I put on the bottom. And then I didn't put a lot of shaker mix inside here. Like I said, this was my first one. I wasn't sure how the shaker mix was going to fit inside there, if it was going to be too tight. So I didn't add a lot of shaker mix, but it has enough motion, I believe, going on. And then I did put one of my little tiny Winnie the Poohs there just for some extra detail. And then there's also a little tiny little bee right there. Those are supposed to be little nail art pieces. And then of course here is the little banner piece that is like the streamers. And then I did add diamond dots on there, okay? And then so after you put whatever it is that you want to gift, like I said, I just used a big paper clip, and so this is my paper clip for my closure. Lisa has another way that you can use a closure, and then Poochie also shares 2 other closures, I believe, too, as well. Okay, so there is that one. And then another closure that I was thinking about doing, where you get a safety pin and you use a hole punch and you put 2 holes right here at the top. And then you would slide part of the safety pin in, and then you would put your little beads on there and then slide it back out and then connect it. So that's also a closure idea I just thought I would share. Okay. So my second one that I did is this one right here. Okay. And this is with that patterned, oops, I'm sorry, I didn't even show you the back. So this is what the back looks like with the little daisies and the fluttering little bumblebees right here. Okay. And then this one right here has the sides that has the checker, and then you have the back print, which is the flower pattern. And I also added a little cabochon on here with a little Hello Kitty because I thought she looked cute and she matched really good. Here's the happy birthday right here, and then some of those little hearts that were in the centers. I just used them. I did layer up the bow with double-sided tape just to make it so that it's a little bit more dimensional. I don't know if you can see that right there. It's a little bit more dimensional. And then I just put a little bit of that, I want to call it cotton candy trim, because that's what it reminds me of. And of course I did end up putting some little diamond dots on the little piece right here, the little decorative banner piece. And then this one also shakes around. This one I end up, sorry, I hope I didn't give you a headache. This one I ended up making it a little bit thicker because the pieces that were in here are a little bit thicker. So what I ended up doing is with my tape, if I could find my tape. Oh, with my tape, I just ended up doubling it up. So I ended up cutting strips and I just doubled them up to make it a little bit thicker. So I have acetate on the bottom and then acetate at the top. Okay. And so then I have a thick set of tape going between, going between the acetate all the way around the edges. And then I just ended up using another tape just to attach it to the box itself. And just something I wanted to point out, because when you use this tape, the foam tape, sometimes it's sticky along the sides where you cut, and it could hold some of your little pieces, you know, against it. So what I do is I have a little container here, and in my container I usually keep some powder, or you can use cornstarch. And this is actually a pad that actually has cornstarch and powder in there, but I don't use this because I use it on occasion, but usually when I want to just get little tiny edges, I use this little, it was just a makeup brush that was in one of my little kits that somebody had given to me years ago. And so I always have a bunch of little makeup brushes I will never use that came part of a makeup thing. So I usually just go on the edges and I just put a little bit on the inside of the edges around here. You will have to wipe it off, so make sure that you don't use a paper towel because it will scratch it. But get a towel that is very soft, or a piece of material that's really soft, and just kind of wipe it off. You could probably use a tissue also as well. Okay, so that's usually how I usually put the edging around. And then of course this one also opens up, which you could see in there. See how you can, I don't know if you could see the inside of that. Okay, so then it just closes up. And then on this one I just used one of these paper clips that I believe I got this at Daiso. And so I just added some beads on there, and then I just went ahead and added a charm. And then it just slides on like this, and then the little charm just hangs like that. Okay, so those are my little boxes that I made. I thought they turned out really super cute. This time I decided with these ones, I decided to do birthday boxes so that if I need something for packaging, it is already ready. So that all I have to do is just put some packaging in there, and then easy peasy, just send it off. So that is my share for my little crafty shop. Once again, don't forget to use the discount code Dina10 for 10% off your total purchase off this die right here, which is the large square box. You guys, it's really super cute. And I think it's pretty, I mean, it's pretty big. Let's see real quick. This right here is, let's see, let's just use this one. Okay, so this is one of those ribbon holders. Okay, and then there's this one also as well, which this was just one of those things that was from the chipboard pieces that was from Michael's a long time ago. It was a large tag, so you could probably fit both of these in here. Well, okay, you might be able to fit one. Those pom-poms might be a little bit too thick, but you could fit this in here. So it does seem to hold a lot, and I'm sure if I wanted to take that apart and add that in there, I probably could, because there's still a little bit of room. But see how cute that is? So it really can fit a lot inside there, you guys. This is a really nice size box. I'm looking around to see if there's anything else I have just sitting on my desk that will show a size. where this will fit, you know, perfectly inside there. So it kind of gives you an idea if some of you have some of the celebration or celebrate ribbon, and you know what size this box would be, okay? So it can definitely fit this inside there and still have a little bit of room. So I wanted to say thank you guys so much for stopping by, and I have more projects to share, so I will be back to share the other items that I've created. And I want to say thank you guys again so very much for stopping by, and I hope that you're able to pick up this die because you will love it as much as I do. Thank you guys so much again, and have a wonderful evening, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye guys.